The 13 colonies were British colonies. Over time, they became dissatisfied with colonial rule, and this helped to launch the American Revolution and the writing of the Declaration of Independence. Great Britain used the colonies for economic reasons, but gave them a good deal of political freedom or independence. Colonial governments were able to form, pass laws, and levy taxes on their colonies. These colonial governments and the people that inhabited them got used to this allowance of political independence by Great Britain. Once the French and Indian War occurred, Great Britain began to exert more control over the 13 colonies. The loss of political freedom contributed to colonial dissatisfaction and eventually helped to cause the American Revolution. The French and Indian War was a conflict where Great Britain and the colonists battled the French and Native Americans. Great Britain won the war, but the victory had major consequences for both Britain and the 13 colonies. Britain accumulated huge debts from this war and looked for ways to pay off these debts. They looked to the 13 colonies to pay for these debts. They passed taxes and looked to increase their control over the colonies. The effects of the French and Indian War contributed to colonial dissatisfaction and eventually helped to cause the American Revolution. Great Britain increased their control over the colonies as a result of the debt from the French and Indian War. Great Britain imposed taxes on the colonies to raise revenue. Colonists protested these taxes by smuggling goods or boycotting these goods. This caused Great Britain to increase the enforcement of trade regulations and laws that decreased smuggling. The increase in British control contributed to colonial dissatisfaction and eventually helped to cause the American Revolution.